Welcome back to Intermission, our new day, our new time. How are you doing? I am by myself today, Elise Main. Howard and Marcus are out taking care of some personal business. We miss them. We love them. They'll be back on the 19th. I do have a guest with me today who's going to sit in, my friend Tim, Petey Wheatstraw from famous Facebook land. Say hello, Petey.
Good morning, everybody.
I know it's early. I know a lot's going on, but I have so much to talk about today. We're going to talk about Joker, Rambo, have some awesome trailers. But first, welcome, everyone, Tim. Let's talk about the passing of Diahann Carroll, which is really, really sad. Icon. Dominic Devereaux, Whitley Gilbert's mom.
Was that Falcon Crest? No,
that was Dynasty. Academy Award nominee. Let's give her respect. Academy Award nominee for Claudine passed away of cancer on yesterday. So that's really, really sad. Love that show. You need to get a little closer to the thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and give her respect and love. But she will definitely be missed because she was a force. And she also, the last thing I saw her on was Grey's Anatomy. She played Burke's mom a few seasons ago.
Original black. I don't want to say bougie as a bad word.
Oh, I mean, let's just call it what it is.
She was the original.
Call it what it is.
Diva.
Yeah, she gave them. It was Erica, not Erica. She gave whoever she was on Dynasty a run for her money.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know who I'm talking about. But let's jump into some things. I saw Rambo and Joker.
Okay.
Oh, some good shit.
Good movies.
Shit. Yeah.
You know, I'm still waiting to see about Joker. I saw a little bit of Rambo last night, and I was impressed with Rambo. I was not sure I was going to be impressed with it, but
let me tell you something. Why I love Rambo. It was a nice end to a franchise. Over the decades, it's made $727 million.
Okay.
And I know, right? It's made all that money. It was kind of like an end to a means. Originally, it was a book.
I did not know that.
In the 70s, and that's how First Blood came about.
First Blood was gangster.
That was ridiculous,
right.
you know. But what I love about it was, it didn't stray away from John Rambo's character being about I'm damaged, I'm broken.
Right.
I'm all about upright and protecting who I care about.
Right.
And that's been a running theme through the whole entire thing.
Right.
You know, the first one, he comes back home. It's flashbacks of what he's been dealing with, what he went through, Vietnam vet. And he's just trying to live off the grid, leave me alone, and people keep fucking with him.
Right.
So he constantly gets fucked with all the time. I think
he was still shell-shocked from...
No, he was on medication. The man takes like 8 pills a day.
He was shell-shocked from...
but he was, tortured in Vietnam and all those things,
right.
lost friendships. And from the first movie, he's always wanted to be a soldier, right? So that's how he's been.
And he also was rejected from his country, Vietnam vets.
Absolutely. So it played really well onto that.
Right.
And how they're still rejected even till this day, if you think about it. So, the first one was him coming home, being harassed. Second one, he's in Thailand, just trying to live out. Somebody asked him.
He getting his friends back.
Well, someone called to say, I need your help. Because he had special skills, like I got skills, you know what I mean? And then the third one, he's living in Thailand, just trying to live off the grid. They pull him back in because a friend of his is somewhere. But he's always lost friendship throughout everything. But in this last one, it touches on sex trafficking, cartel, and just
a lot of modern day
things.
Issues, right.
And what I like about it was it's bloody.
Yeah, it's Rambo.
It's
definitely
bloody.
Rambo.
It's true to Rambo. But what I like about it didn't do whole extra strength, high tech shit. It's old school
Rambo.
Right. And that's what I like about it. Lots of knives, lots of guns, lots of shooting. There's some heads getting chopped off, rolling down the road. Yeah. There's not a happy ending at all. His paranoia is evident in this one.
Right, and he's old.
And he looks old. He's moving slow, but he's fueled by anger. And he says what people want to say. And it's funny on the tail end of what's going on this week with those cases and forgiveness and all that controversy. We're not going to get into that. He's like, I just want revenge. I need to kill everyone. They need to know what I feel.
Right.
And he let it be known.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's if you can't handle bloody.
I didn't finish it, but I definitely see. Like I said, it is true to Rambo.
It's true to Rambo. If you can't handle bloody,
not going to win an Oscar though. So.
It's not going to win an Oscar.
Yeah,
it's not going to win an Oscar.
But.
And it's back in the old school. It has a slow start, but that's a building of what's going on.
Right.
You know, it's true. Sylvester's not the greatest actor.
So, do you think this is his last movie?
This is last Rambo. They're not gonna do any more Rambos.
Good.
They don't need to.
Right.
The last one was in 2008.
Yes.
Then this one, they need to leave this alone.
I think he's gonna do Rocky one more time.
I think he did Rambo because Schwarzenegger is doing Terminator. You know they had a feud for a long time because Schwarzenegger had no respect for
who was the bigger action
star. Because he had no respect for Sylvester Stallone at all.
Right.
And it was like there's two different franchises, leave it alone, but they were the two big kind of muscular men during that day.
Yeah.
So no. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's gonna make some money, but somebody walked out of the theater. We had a couple walk out. The wife walked out of the theater last night. It was bloody.
Oh,
it was gruesome.
Bloody?
It was bloody and gruesome.
I must not got to that part yet.
What I like about it though is even though it touches on sex trafficking, and that's the whole that, but they didn't make that part gruesome.
Right.
But you saw what could happen.
Right.
Made you think about what's going on and how easy it is to, because in the movie he's taking care of a young girl and her family, and that's who he cares about. And he was friends with the girl's mom. The dad abandoned them, so she looks for her dad in Mexico, which tells her, I don't give a shit about you. I didn't care about your mom or you. I didn't want you. And he told her, don't go.
Right.
Wait till you're older. And she's 17, naive. She has questions like a lot of kids do. She goes down there, and a friend of hers who got sent back to Mexico growing up because she was a bad kid sold her to them people.
Right.
Young, virgin, beautiful.
Right.
And when he went looking for her, there's like, now because you came looking for her, we're gonna just get her trained and sell her, which is still fucked up.
Right.
But now we're gonna make an example out of her.
Right.
And when I tell you, it took 4 days, and he got her, but it's tragic.
Right.
But what he did, I think everyone wanted to do what he did. John Rambo. Yeah, but that's the end of an era, end of a franchise, which is cool.
Right.
So I saw Joker.
I have a lot of mixed emotions about Joker.
Let me tell you something. It was some beautiful shit. It's not, spoiler alert, I'm going to give some spoilers, but you still will enjoy it. This is not your DC dropping acid, lovely suits.
Well, the director
Joker
already said that this was not going to be Batman. It's going to be like Venom with no Spider-Man.
Well, the director, Todd Phillips, is known for doing, his first thing that really made him famous was this thing called G.G. Allen, which he did a documentary of this rock star back in early 90s, I want to say. And it's a dark documentary about the decline of this rock star and him going crazy. And it's very dark and it's beautifully done. But he's done old school, he did Road Trip, he did Hangover. Right. So him and Bradley Cooper are producers on this movie as well.
Okay.
So it's dark and it's ugly. It makes society look at themselves, about the elite, the ones who are ignored, and you will genuinely feel sorry for Joker in this movie.
And this is my issue. I'm a comic guy, so stuff like this touches my heart. And when you have a movie based on a iconic character like the Joker, and you don't have his nemesis, it's kind of like not fulfilling the whole.
But the nemesis is there, though. This is the thing. The nemesis is there. This is like the off-the-grid, non-superhero origin story.
Right.
This is showing you how society shapes you, mental illness shapes you, your environment shapes you, and how everything in this man's life is out of his control completely.
Right.
This is a true case of out of your control, and how and what's so funny is if you pay attention to how they set it up, who he's speaking to for assistance are also people that are not accepted or ignored in society, the time frame, all those things.
So you know me, I'm all about controversy.
Okay.
So do you think that this Joker is synonymous with a lot of the white supremacist terrorists out there? because if you notice, a lot of them are all they're very isolated. They're very they have very low social skills.
Mm-mm.
So you don't see the connection between the two?
Because the way this is set up, he's not trying to fuck with anybody.
Right.
He's just trying to take care of his mom. He's been told all his life he has a condition. He's just trying to live in society.
Right. Be accepted.
Be accepted.
Okay.
He's quiet. He doesn't fuck with anyone, but they keep fucking with him.
Right.
He gets beat up. He gets stuff stolen from him. He gets accused of things like, I didn't do anything. They're not listening because he's poor. He's slightly awkward. And so, of course, because you look different, you act different, you must be lying. You're not important. And he's like, I didn't do anything.
Right.
He's taking care of his mom, who's bum shit crazy.
Right.
She's been telling him a lie, all these things. And he's like, I just want to be left alone and have a life. And he was never, like he says in the movie, I have been unhappy all of my life. There's never been a happy time.
Mm-hmm.
His mom adopted him. We're not even sure where she got him from.
Right. She
allowed her boyfriend to physically, sexually, and mentally abuse him.
Right.
They found him in his house tied to a heater with bruises while he's abused by the boyfriend. The mother let it happen because she's crazy.
Right. She
does an illusion of saying to him that the Bruce Wayne's dad, what's his name? Robert Wayne or Thomas Wayne is your dad, which is not true. So he has no idea who he belongs to.
Right.
Because she's not even his real mom.
Right.
You have a condition. Come to find out he was beaten in the head by this boyfriend. So it caused a few things.
Right.
He has delusions, all those things going on. And he's already had everything stacked against him.
Mm-hmm.
And the breaking point is some Wall Street guys who works for Wayne Industries in the subway beats him up because they're arrogant assholes.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a gun that his coworker gave to him, and he shoots him and he kills him.
Right.
And he's like, they want me to feel bad about it. And he's like, I don't feel bad about it.
So let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Even though this is a totally different type of Joker,
Mm-hmm.
Heath Ledger or
You want me to compare the two?
yes.
Okay, so if we compare the two Jokers, this Joker would be your prequel to who Heath Ledger was.
That's not what I'm asking.
What are you asking?
I'm
me?
asking
who's
who
better?
did a better performance.
You can't compare the two.
You can't.
To me, because they both did, for the direction, the director and the writer were going for both different stories.
Right.
Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's character had a focus, which is the same thing of society and forgetting people and corruption, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like Heath Ledger's character, like I don't give a shit about any of that, which the same, they don't care about any of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's an actual villain type of thing going on. The villain for this Joker was all of society.
Right.
For he's already come past that type of thing.
He's already accepted
it. His acceptance comes at the end. Like, you know what? Fuck it. This is what it is. A total uprising.
Do you ever notice that whenever people play the Joker,
Mm-hmm.
that it affects their life in a I don't
So,
say a negative way, but
yes, well, it only affects Heath Ledger and Joaquin. Joaquin lost 52 pounds for this role.
right. They're the two that really, embrace.
I don't think he'll be the same
character.
I don't think he'll be the same after this.
He did a couple of years ago. He did that thing that for a whole year he was a rapper.
Yeah, but it was all character stuff that he was doing.
So
no, this is he said it. He already said that he lost so much weight so quickly for the role. He was under medical supervision, and he said that he had psychological issues. He started developing like true issues during that. He stayed in character through the whole filming.
Right.
Action and cut, he stayed in character. Him and Robert De Niro stayed in character the whole entire time.
And so the same thing happened with Heath Ledger. So
I think Heath Ledger was already having decline after Brokeback Mountain. Because you can say after he did that role, I think trying to get away from it and then jumping right into preparation for Joker, it was a lot. Because that's during that time people look at you, what you play, and think you are who you are on the screen type of thing.
Right.
He was freshly with his Michelle Williams, who he has the child with, who's an actress as well. And I already think he already had some issues to start with it. Joaquin's family has addiction issues. His brother was River Phoenix. So there's already issues there. So he needs to be really careful of how he does things, though.
Right.
But this Joker, I think everyone should see it. Don't walk in there looking for Penguin and Batman and all of that. This is a true. It's a slap in the face to society. How people are forgotten. They're not cared about.
So does his face ever change, or he's gonna be just regular Batman? I mean, Joker with the.
What do you mean his face? What you see in the previews with the paint and stuff, that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay. He doesn't really go through a metamorphosis
no.
Like his hair turns green.
He dyes it green.
Right, okay.
So it's not that whole whimsical shit. No, it's not like that at all.
Gotcha.
It's a regular dude who's like off his medication because the government cut funding.
Right. So that's probably why they put so many guards.
If you go to the movie to go see it, there's deputies and sheriffs as you're walking in and walking out. There's signs on the door saying we're not allowing anyone to come in the theater with a mask on.
Right.
Because someone's gonna be stupid and try to come in there and do some stupid shit.
Right. Copycats.
Yeah, because the way the movie develops and the way society no longer is mad at him for what he did, they're like, it's riots happening, like purge riots happening, going on. And so that's like almost like his uprising. I thoroughly loved it.
Okay.
I absolutely loved it. You can't walk in there thinking about comic and origin. No, this is a total different.
Well, I knew that
thing.
going in, so
yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Going in.
I loved it. It was good.
Okay.
It's good.
We'll see.
I know you're a skeptic of everything.
I'm a skeptic of
because you're a comic head.
Yeah, I am. This one in particular, but I know he's a great actor, so that's the only reason I'm actually gonna give it
a go.
A go. Yeah. I might actually pay money to see it.
But like in the comic news right now, you know that they're going to go ahead and greenlight Spider-Man, so he's going to be in future Marvel stuff, which is exciting.
Yes.
I know you want to talk about something. Go ahead.
You know I do.
Okay,
so apparently they're trying to bring the X-Men into the MCU, right? Mm-hmm. And they're trying to bring modern times. And so they're actually trying to make Denzel Washington.
It's an idea.
Magneto.
It's an idea, yes.
I want to know your opinion on this one. I personally hate it. So I already said I'm a comic guy, and I'm not against changing characters' color or not, but certain characters, their race.
No, say what you said last night. The reason why you didn't like it.
Well, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Certain characters, their race is directly tied to who they are. So Magneto, yes, he's old, was in Nazi Germany in internment camps. That's what made him. That's the hatred that fueled him to be who he is. Mm-hmm. And if you didn't know, Magneto is a representation of Malcolm X,
right?
And Professor Xavier is a representation of
Martin Luther King, right?
So they have different sides of the same coin.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand making modern times, but I just really don't see. I can see Denzel being a lot of other characters, but Magneto, who he is I won't say he's a Jewish man. So changing who he is would change the whole character, essence of the character, and I just totally disagree. What do you think?
I can see what you're saying. I think we're at a point where we're trying to put a face for everyone on every old character, and if you want to go by the origin of it, I can agree with you on that. If you want to go there, I don't think it'd be a bad look. You'll just have to change the whole entire origin story completely for him.
So if they made Black Panther an Asian man, we'd be okay with it?
Of course people wouldn't be okay. Of course not. Of course not. I mean, they won't.
That's my point.
But I understand you. I do.
Now, certain characters like they make Cyclops black guy. Who cares?
Right. There are certain characters, like you said, you need to keep it authentic to the purpose of the character.
Right.
And I will agree with you on that.
Right.
I think we get excited when we see a change, and anything with Denzel, people get excited.
Right.
But if you think about it deeper, like you're saying, into the origin of Magneto and what fueled him, it would not make sense.
Right. And it's just like, he's like, what's the difference between that and Ariel, the mermaid? Well, changing her color, her race, would not change the color because she's a mermaid in the first place. So, but her origin is not based on her race, and that's the difference to me. And
you can change Professor X though.
Yeah, because I can see that
his origin is not so deeply rooted into
Right.
ethnicity.
And actually, it would probably even work better because now you have a white man and a black man coming together.
Then you'll have folks saying you have some white savior shit going on. So
but Magneto is the villain, though.
Right.
So,
I'm just saying, though, and okay, I see what you're saying.
Magneto's the villain, so you couldn't say he's the savior, you know. So, matter of fact, you probably have more people liking it, like, okay, you know, but to me, if you do it that way, it'll have a bigger social impact because eventually Magneto and Professor Xavier come together.
I think they'll think about it. I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
It's just an idea. But when you put it that way, we get excited initially at certain things, but we don't really that's why I think people misunderstand a lot of comic heads. Some are just fucking racist and ignorant, but a lot of them are like, you're making certain changes there's not even an alternate universe for what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You're making certain changes that totally changes the whole entire outlook of the character, and so that has to be looked at. Absolutely has to be looked at.
Before you continue, I think what they I got excited about is the fact that Denzel is interested in being in the MC, in a comic,
and they're trying to put him somewhere,
right? Because he has never been
a villain. Oh yeah, Training Day.
Yeah, but he really wasn't a real villain. He hasn't been a villain, and he hasn't been in a comic movie. Like for a long time, he didn't do action movies.
No, he didn't.
And Denzel has not done action, comic movie or voiceover.
No, he has
for
not.
A comic. I mean, for a cartoon. Or
and he usually doesn't even do like sequels.
Right.
He doesn't do that.
Get Denzel is like the Holy Grail almost.
Right.
So that's
like, you want to do this? Right, shit, let's jump on. Let's write something up for you.
I think that's what's exciting about when they heard Denzel. It's like, okay,
oh, yeah, what we gonna put him at?
Denzel say, I want to play Magneto. Like,
but if you take away the origin of Magneto, it makes sense. You can see it happening. I mean, then they were saying they wanted Professor
because he played Malcolm X, so he can get that same reference. Yeah. I see that, but
he'll do it well.
Definitely.
So, go see Rambo.
Right.
It's a bloody mess.
Definitely.
A nice end to a franchise. Definitely go see Joker. Like someone saying on my feed, Joker is the beginning stages of madness, and Heath is already at that. He's like, I've accepted it. I'm going to live in my madness because this Joker's trying to keep medicated, keep it under control, and Heath is like, I'm living it. I'm loving it. And when you think about the two characters, and I'll leave it alone, it's with the way this Joker ends and the way he's accepted, you can see the beginnings of the Heath Ledger type of following that you get.
Right.
Because people want it. And this is like circa 1982. So that's at the end of the 70s, beginning of drugs and certain things going on. And people are back from war. And there's a lot of mental illness going on. People in jobs they don't want to be in. Talking to a counselor. How's work? How you doing? They're not helping you at all. So it's really interesting to see. And I think you'll see society today and how it's mirroring the who's being left behind and all that good stuff.
Gotcha.
So that was loud, huh? I have some awesome trailers for us to watch. Okay. Some great upcoming movies coming up. I think you'll be totally interested in.
Okay.
Totally loving it, even though you're hard to please because you're that person. The first trailer that I want to talk about is The Gentleman. Now, The Gentleman is it stars Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hahn, Colin Farrell, Hugh Grant, and it's by Guy Ritchie. He's back in his element.
I like all of those people.
He divorced, Madonna. He got back in his element.
Right.
And this is a British drug lord trying to sell off.
Oh, you can't say no more.
He's a British drug lord trying to sell off his empire to a dynasty of billionaires in Oklahoma.
Oh, he did Rock and Roller. He did what's the other? Snatch.
He what do you mean? What? The
movie he directed. So
a lot of stuff.
Right.
So this is good. I'm excited about this. So this is The Gentleman.
You said Guy Ritchie. So
Guy Ritchie. He's back in his element with this one. He's back in his element with this one.
All right, I'm ready to see it.
All right. So The Gentleman.
I want you to play a game with me, Ray.
I don't want to play a game.
Oh, please.
No.
I said play a game with me, Raymond.
So you know him. You know the guy from Sons of Anarchy. That's Charlie.
I want you to imagine a character. Your boss, Mickey Pearson.
You're too smart.
It is jam-packed with some great actors in here.
Snatch.
Sherlock
Mary
That's my
Jane
movie.
is my vice. Your poison, on the other hand, is and always has been the destroyer.
I like the way
of
Guy Ritchie
worlds.
does great
You're out of
character
touch,
overlay.
And I would like you to consider an offer.
He does secondhand
I am not for
alternate
such
storylines.
Yeah, and it always plays well into
Begins to
everything.
thicken. Now, I can't be specific about the heroes and zeros, but our
And even if they have a
protagonist
small
is a
little role, it's so
hungry
impactful.
animal. There is a lot of
So I
money.
like it. This, I'm
hanging
really
in the
excited about this. This is coming out next
balance.
year, I
Our
think.
antagonist explodes on the sea
Definitely, I think
like a
February
millennium
or March of
firework,
2020.
and has indirectly started a war.
I think you need to see this, boss.
What's the one of my phones?
Didn't he do Aces?
Smoking Aces?
Yeah.
No.
I'm making
Guy
inquiries.
Ritchie didn't do Smoking Aces, I don't think. But if I'm wrong,
Name's
I'll...
for Hawk. We're spelled with a PH, so it sounds like for Hawk.
Please,
All right, for Hawk, Conda for Hawk.
please.
Oh my God, this is so good. You know, to me, Guy Ritchie gives me that 70s feel of those old, those old movies.
These people are going to clean house,
So I'm really
and
excited
you are
about
part
this.
of that house.
In the jungle, the only way a lion survives, not by acting like a king, by being the king.
He's one of my top 5 actors.
Matthew McConaughey? He's a character actor as well to me. Him and is it Jared Leto? They get really deep into their characters.
There's only one rule in this jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
One of her associates had an accident.
So you killed someone?
No, it was the gravity that killed him.
Just the whole drug war trying to sell it to the Oklahoma billionaires is just hilarious. So I'm excited about that. It's coming soon.
Definitely a movie I would check out.
I like that Guy Ritchie's back in his making good movies.
Right,
He had a
right.
slump. You know, he married Madonna. I was like, what the fuck you doing, guy?
Right.
What you doing?
That's what happens.
You know,
That's
y'all
what
let
happens.
that poutine
You
get the best of you and y'all
They
fuck
get
up shit.
comfortable. When you hungry, it's gonna make your best. She took half his stuff.
She took
now.
half his shit. He's like, let me get back on my grind and do some
Right,
real work.
Right.
So the next one that I want to bring up, which I'm excited about, is like murder mystery whodunit. And it's called Knives Out. This is
Okay.
jam-packed with some great actors and actresses. You got Chris Evans in here, which is a nice departure from seeing him doing
Captain
America, Daniel Craig, Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson, Toni Collette, and Lakeith Stanfield. He did the movie How May I Help You? The one, it came out last year. It was a play on... if you see him, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the movie right now. It was in my top 10 from last year. So this is a whodunit.
Okay.
So it's an author who, wealthy crime writer, invites his family over for his 85th birthday, and then he wake up in the morning, he's dead. So now they're trying to investigate who killed him or is it natural causes. And so it's a whole type of multiple family type of who's who clue kind of feel going on.
Everybody exposing
Everybody exposed. This one comes out, I want to say, November of this
Okay.
year. I'm excited about this one. So
Check it out.
I think you have something you want to tell me.
It's a
Harlan
secluded
started
house
out with a
somewhere.
Rusty Smith Corona and built himself into one of the best-selling mystery writers of all time.
30 languages, over 80 million copies sold. You guys fans?
I mean, I don't do much fiction reading.
Him.
So.
Big
Yeah.
fan. I'm a big fan.
Who
You
is
should say
that
Get
guy?
Out.
Mr. Blanc
Yes,
is
I
a
should have
private
said Get Out.
investigator of great renown.
I read a tweet about a New Yorker article.
He's been in a
about
lot of
you.
stuff, though.
You're famous.
The night of his demise, the family
Yeah.
gathered to celebrate your
Even
father's
the
85th
guy
birthday.
in Joker
And your
was
son,
like,
Ransom, did he attend as well?
Yes,
If you
but
see
he
a
left
blue
early.
black
I think
eye.
Linda was upset.
Walt would get a little Irish courage in him. He'd get into it with Harlan.
Everyone has their
Said what?
issues.
Sorry.
Are you
Yes.
a detective?
Attempting to be thorough so we can figure out the manner of death.
You mean if someone killed him? You think one of us, one of his family,
Walt.
killed him?
Mr. Blanc, I just buried my father who committed suicide. Why are you here?
I suspect foul play. I have eliminated no suspects.
Harlan was cleaning house.
Everyone.
I think there's gonna be some twist where he killed himself because he knew somebody wanted all his money, or he's not really dead. You know, that kind of thing.
Walter is Richard having an affair.
I like when we bring back the movies of multiple characters,
Funny,
multi-layer.
Skip the funeral, but you're early.
Makes you think.
Up your ass.
Very nice.
You gotta do this more often. The family is truly desperate. When people get desperate, the knives come out. This is a twisted web.
You know, I'm on the fence on this.
Oh, you're always on the fence about something. Why are you on the fence?
I'm not saying I would not. I don't know if I'll go pay money.
Waiting for the big reveal.
Are you serious?
I think I'll watch this on HBO.
Are you serious? Why would you say that?
Guilty party behind it all.
It just,
You know something. Spill it.
Because it's not shoot 'em up, a lot of action, or what is it?
I like thriller. It just seems not my kind of
I think you have something you want to tell me.
I like it. I'm excited about this.
I wouldn't. That wouldn't be my movie. I would go.
I'm excited about this.
Like,
I'm excited.
I wouldn't stand in line to go see that movie.
Shit, I would.
No.
I would.
It looks. You know, something that you see on a matinee. Or
how are you downing it already?
I'm not downing it. I'm just saying it's not like something I'm looking forward to seeing.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing. I want to see Chris Evans, something different. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I like Toni Collette. Everyone that I've seen so far, I like them as actors and actresses. And
I mean, it had an all-star cast. Though.
It's an all-star cast, and I think it's gonna be done very well. The layers and just the whole premise of going back to the whole clue, who did it, who done it. I like that. I like stuff like that. We don't have enough of that anymore. Everything's real, to the point, shoot, bang, whatever. This is going to make you think. Just like I think The Gentleman will make you think. You like Gentleman because it's Guy Ritchie.
Right. Same
thing. You can say the thing. I ain't going to stand in line for that one.
I mean, I wasn't in line for that one either, but I like Guy Ritchie, so I know what to expect.
Yeah. Well, this guy did Looper. He did Star Wars, Last Jedi. So
both of those movies are like...
I liked Looper.
I did too, but it's like I wouldn't pay. Like I saw Looper. That's the one where he was jumping around.
It's like in the future, but Bruce Willis and
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, yeah, I definitely would have to wait for that to HBO. So
you didn't admit it.
Yeah, that's definitely HBO.
How long has it been since you've seen Looper? It's like
it's been years.
He's like a almost like a assassin type of person that.
Oh, that's
the
one. That's the one with yeah. I mean, that was good, but. I would, you know.
And whatever he did in
the
past,
he ended up killing himself in the past,
in the past, in the future. He had to kill himself in the future, because whatever he did,
he was like a gangster or something. He didn't want to be one anymore.
He was like an assassin. He was an assassin.
Right. Yeah, he killed himself.
Paid assassin. And whatever he did spawned like the ultimate criminal.
Right.
And he had to go who ended up killing his family.
Right.
So he wanted to go back in time to kill that person.
Yeah.
So. I'm excited about it. So
I'll check it out.
The last trailer that I have for everyone is the rhythm section, and what I like about this one is Blake Lively, who's married to Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
She always does thought-provoking type of work. This will be a departure for her. Reed Morrow was a woman. She directed parts of Handmaid's Tale, Frozen River, Skeleton Town. This is a spy thriller that follows Blake's character as she tries to uncover the reason why a plane crash killed her whole family. So it's going to be kind of like a female assassin thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to like it.
You know, I like what's the one?
Which
girl?
One?
With the girl, the genetic, was it Hannah?
The little girl?
Yeah.
Hannah was awesome.
Yeah.
Hannah was awesome. This is not Hannah. I don't think this is Hannah-ish.
Okay. And then what, Salt was bad?
I love Salt. I don't know why they haven't done a part 2 yet on that. They need to do a part 2 on Salt.
Female assassins.
Your face you made, I was like.
I mean, because your explanation of it, I guess it wasn't the best. So let's roll clip.
Fuck you. I can't stand you. Oh, I can't stand you.
I lost my family 3 years
It
ago.
reminds me of, what was the one that had
accident.
Who was married to Ben Affleck? What's her name?
On that plane.
Who did
Jennifer
Garner? Remember the one they came out with 2 years ago where she was a mom killing up people?
I've got nothing to lose.
I didn't see that.
You know what I'm talking about, right? I can't think of anything right now.
What about it?
So you have Blake, you have Sterling K. Brown, Jude Law in this one.
Even if you succeed, it won't be worth
So it's gonna be really interesting to see about this one. And the producer of this one,
she must be a new person. I haven't seen her before.
Blake Lively. She's been around forever.
Her?
Yeah. You seen her in? You saw her in Green Lantern. That's where she met her husband. She was like a more of a young actress. She hasn't done a lot of movies, but she's done some stuff.
And how would you do that?
You don't follow her movies, though. That's what it is.
Violently.
I just want to know how believable it will be for her to be this badass on screen.
You're much more human than I thought you'd be.
You know.
And it's a good disguise.
And I think it's nice to see her husband do crazy shit and her do something real calm.
About the scale of the mess you've caused.
And I love Jude Law. He's a good villain. So you're not feeling it yet, right? Still,
Not really.
You gonna wait till it gets on
Netflix.
On Netflix.
Hulu.
Really?
You know, I mean, it doesn't look like it's bad. It just,
You suck.
I guess if she was doing more, you know, I don't know.
Give it a chance.
That's what I said. I'll watch it on Netflix.
That's
or
gonna be
Hulu.
coming out in 2020, though.
But like I said, I would not.
So the only one you're really excited about is The Gentleman.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now, one that you did not show, which is actually going to be a good, I wouldn't say a good one, is, and this is, I hate to be like this, but Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, we've already shown Harley Quinn
Did
stuff
you?
already. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't do the recent one because I showed the recent one I think last time. I'm up in the air right now about it.
I think I hope that she's not going to be too cartoony.
I don't think so. I think people are having issue with supporting cast around her, not with her, but who surround her, and just how they're going to bring it out. But they have a great cast of people in the Harley Quinn coming up.
Because I'm a comic guy, and they got a new one where because she was actually his psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And he basically turned her out, and that's how she became
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. And they have a new one where that whole drop into madness that she actually accepted her own self.
Well, I think this is off of her and Joker are broken up, and she's just finding her own way.
Exactly.
She's still crazy as hell, but we will see how that goes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I saw that last night, and that one looks very interesting myself. So.
But there's a lot of people who are up in the air behind it. They're just, just for the origin of what's going on and who you have playing certain characters is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
What about the new shows on Netflix?
Oh, so right now, I'm glad you say that. I'm watching Big Mouth season 3.
Okay.
I already binged the whole entire thing. Yeah.
I haven't.
Big Mouth is my
I'm still on
guilty
season
pleasure.
2.
Really?
Yeah.
I need you to get on it.
I'm still having finished Stranger
And I'm gonna
Things
start
yet.
Raising Dion tonight.
It looks pretty good. I queued it up last night.
It's gotten good reviews so far for the first episode. Somebody I know watched the first episode. They gotten real good reviews.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been waiting for Big Mouth, and I've been watching October has Netflix horror movies, old blue.
Right.
Crazy
I watched
horror
Gremlins.
movies.
Me and my little girl watched Gremlins the other day.
Oh, I'm proud of you because you were like, "This is stupid, Erline." I'm like, no, it's not.
What, Gremlins?
You had told me you don't like Gremlins.
That was not me.
That wasn't you.
I love Gremlins.
Someone told me they don't like Gremlins. I'm like, how can you not like Gremlins?
I love Gremlins.
Said it was stupid. Looking back at it, it wouldn't play. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I wish they bring it back.
I'm like, what are you talking? How you going down a classic?
I wish they bring it back.
Probably need to unfriend that person.
Also, this is weird, but I'm also saving the new Dark Crystal. Don't judge me.
I haven't. No, yeah. I started and I stopped because I need to have time.
Right.
I need to have time to process this.
Right.
But I'm telling you right now, Netflix has some really good stuff.
And I hate to plug, but Disney is about to start their
streaming
service next.
We talk about it all the
month.
time.
Yeah. And so now they're gonna start trying to have a big competing war about.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for on Hulu Castle Rock to start back.
Yeah, right. Castle Rock,
which is gonna look really interesting. So there's some good stuff coming up right now to watch.
Did you ever watch the show, The Act?
Yes.
Oh, I love the show, The Act.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. So that is it, everyone. Our new day, new time on Saturdays, first and third Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. You will catch Intermission live at 10. I say live at 5 on Facebook. So check us out. Hopefully I'll have my other two lovely co-hosts back with me tomorrow, Marcus and Howard. They're out there doing their thing. We miss you and we love you. Thank you, Tim, for sitting in with me today with your old grumpy, no liking shit self.
No problem.
Your ass. But hopefully y'all check out Joker, check out Rambo. 2 really good movies. Blood and gore on both of them.
Yes,
one will
they
have
are.
you thinking. One will be like, damn, that's John Rambo. It is what it is.
It is indeed.
So see us back on the 19th at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you share this post. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And that's it. We'll talk to you later.
You have a good Saturday.
Bye.